Hello world, it's Bearded Buddha. It's going to be a quick introduction, okay? It's going to be my first introduction, okay? Alright, cool, done. Alright, I'm Bearded Buddha. This is a Wave podcast. It's the Wave podcast. It's Wave podcast. It's all those. It's the Trinity, okay? So, tell me which one you like the best. No, it's pretty much just a Wave podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for giving this a listen, checking out. Hopefully subscribed. That would be cool. If you didn't, hey, no hard feelings. I understand. I don't subscribe to everything that I check out. So, true. I won't hold that against you. But anyways, just going to kind of give you a real quick what to expect, okay? This is going to be just a quick little 30-minute episode or so. Expect the other ones to be longer, okay? But yeah, it's just going to be me and you talking today. I'm just going to kind of tell you what to expect, and then I'm also just going to speak from my mind and heart, I guess, and just tell you what I'm feeling and, what this is all about, okay? But Wave podcasts are going to be shows and content that me and some of my closest friends are going to put together for y'all on a weekly basis, okay? We're going to try to stay consistent. We're going to get our rhythm down, keep the routine and habits building strong, and hopefully give you guys something, at least one episode or show a week to check out for your listening pleasure, okay? It's going to be, we're going to bullshit a lot. We're going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about video games. We're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about politics. We're going to talk about current events. We're going to talk about science. We're going to talk about philosophy. We're going to talk about music. We're going to talk about everything: movies, television, reviews, reactions, everything. There's really no limits. And if I and them aren't speaking on something that you guys might think that we might find interesting, yo, please, without even second guessing yourself, let us know. Email us, contact us on social media, any way that you can. We want to learn from y'all, and hopefully y'all can learn from us. And maybe, we'll just have a good fucking time doing it, and you can share on this experience, and we can share your experience, and learn from each other. And just talk about our passions and what we like. And, hopefully, it'll be all good vibes. We'll probably talk about some serious stuff, some sad shit. But, a lot of things that just deserve, that conversation, that discussion. And we want to hear everybody's points of view, we need to open our minds to other points of views, other opinions on all sorts of things, from silly shit like video games. Like, if we liked a game and you didn't, we want to know why. Tell us, talk to us, okay? And to serious shit, like, okay, what do you think we need to do about gun violence? Shit might get deep, all right? Or it might just stay shallow and just kind of skim over the top, all right? The wave is just like the part of the big, diverse ocean full of so many things. All right, a wave is just what comes across the shore, and it's just like, that's what this is going to be. We're just going to kind of go through and try to create waves as well by, hopefully positive, influencing you in a positive way. Have you guys do the same for us, and just at the core of it, just have a good time, be funny. Not take it all so serious, but there are some things that, just want to be real and relatable with you. And, if shit's not going good, then shit's not going good, like, sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm sad, sometimes I'm excited, sometimes I'm scared. I mean, it's all, all emotions. We're all human beings, right? So, yeah, so that's pretty much a good summary. I mean, we're going to find our identity and form that with you, the listener, and we really can't do it without you. Because at the end of the day, I can talk to the wall, I can talk to them, and but that's it. You know, I want to share this with you. I want to meet and connect with people who share my interests and those who don't, because that's how we stay in check. You know, you have to have a compare and contrast in this life, and you know, it's all about finding that balance, and it's all about living up to your true potential. Okay, I don't mean to get all motivational. Who's that fucking dude? I'll think of it sometime. I watched some of his videos. He used to do like these 3-day like sessions. And he's pretty built, and what else? He's just cool. He was a cool dude. He's very inspiring, but he kind of like, he'll cuss and shit, and he'll try to break the ice in that sense. And you know, it's good stuff. You know, it's uplifting, and that's what we need to start doing. We need to start uplifting each other rather than putting each other down. But yeah, so, you know, I'm going to go by Beard Buddha. We'll see down the road where that goes. Okay. But that's also my PlayStation name. Okay. It's bearded_Buddha26. Hit me up on PlayStation. Let's get on that Fortnite. Let's get on that Siege, that Tom Clancy Rainbow Six Siege that I actually bought the other night, and I love that game. It's fun. It's a good contrast. But yeah, let's connect. Let's do that. So anyways, yeah, so that's pretty much what to expect. Maybe I missed some shit, but you know, we'll go over that, and you'll just find out if you continue to listen. Hopefully you do. But as far as why I'm doing this, let's see. I guess I've always been like a jack of all trades. I've had so many interests, and you know, really don't belong to a certain demographic or group or anything. I never did in high school. I seem to be able to have a conversation with anybody from any background, from any walk of life, and just was always open to listening and meeting and experiencing new things. For the most part, you know, we all find ourselves in a comfort zone eventually, where you're like, all right, I know this is where I'm, you know, confident and happy and comfortable, and outside this circle, I'm not too sure. But you know, that's where I'm willing to work on, because I'm not perfect and I'm not an expert, and I'm not gonna always be right. I'm gonna do my very best to fact check and make sure that when I speak some facts, that there's some proof or some, you know, documentation or some shit somewhere, so you can go and look and go, okay, because I don't want to spread out misinformation. We already have enough of that shit, especially with social media. And you know, you're gonna find us on social media, and you're gonna hear my personal gripes about social media, but hey, that's just me being honest, and that's me being true to you. And but you know, hey, it's the days and times that we live in. It's kind of essential when you're doing something like this, like a podcast, where it's digital and we're in that wild, wild west era of information and the web. So, you know, but look, it's all about communicating. And anyways, so back before and you're going to catch me do this, I'm going to work on it, okay? I'm going to try to stay super focused on, honed in on one thing at a time. So with Wave Podcast, okay, or Waves, or It's a Wave, or who knows? I haven't truly decided, okay? I know that doesn't sound too good, but hey, fuck it, right? Just being honest with y'all. But I still want to talk to y'all. I want to get this ball rolling, and I want y'all to start getting as much content, and so I can get better at this, and we can get some of those details worked out. But anyways, look, I'm 27, about to be 28. All right, I've lived a couple lives in a way. I've made some choices. I didn't really have a solid plan coming out of high school. I went to college. I did the military. I've worked full time. I've lived at home, I've moved out, I've lived in other countries, I've lived in other states, I've done some things and experienced different cultures and ways of life, and met so many different people from different places in this world. Okay, and but yeah, there's always been this goal. Like, I come from that generation of like, hey, you can be whatever you want to be. All you got to do is set your mind to it, and not to go into like sad and just kind of blah subject matter, but I don't think that's like true all the time. Or the reality of it is as you get older, it's not just as simple as that. Especially if you're someone like me, who I feel like a lot of you probably feel the same way, where you have more than one interest. You don't have just like a solo niche. And if you do, cool. And I envy you. I really do. Like, I always think about the kids who grew up and wanted to be cops or firefighters or astronauts or whatever. They already had it in mind, and that's all they were about, up until they were 18, and they already had their plan and blueprint, and they're probably working now and enjoying it. And that's them finding their passion in life and getting paid for it. And I applaud them. And that's what I'm trying to do. In the long run, to be honest, is like, everybody wants to get paid to have fun. Everybody wants to get paid to do what they love. And it's not even work at that point, Like, I've started to see and hear from people where it's like they're waiting until they're retired, or they're like, hey, when I'm 40, I'm done with this. I'll be able to enjoy life then. I'm like, why are you waiting? Or why are you accepting that mindset? Why not get it now? Or if you haven't figured it out, like, why aren't you doing more to figure it out? Like, you got to break that habit of the day-to-day life that we're kind of stuck in, and you can find yourself trapped in by circumstances that are no longer in your control, right? So yeah, so where I'm at in life right now, I think some things just kind of clicked, and it was like, look, man, what do you want to do? What are you good at? What are your interests? What would you like to get paid to do? And I started listening to podcasts years ago. And they have been, my bad, very helpful for me. I started getting into ones like Joe Rogan, Double Toasted. It used to be spill.com. Things you should know. There's like the Amazing Spidey podcast. There's a podcast for fucking everything, like TED Radio Hours or something like that. But yeah, so it was kind of like I could do other things, but still listen and get entertainment, and also get information and gain knowledge, but also give not give, but get enjoyment from it, laugh, have a good fucking time, listen to people have a conversation and be like, man, I wish I was a part of that. Like, that sounds interesting. That sounds cool. Or I wish I could like pipe in and start giving my take on it. I've never been very vocal on social media. I tried not to, because, a lot of people speak with their emotions on social media, especially when you have a device that's with you throughout your day in so many different moods and emotions. And yeah, it can be a little dangerous. You can find yourself like saying one thing and regretting it later. So I tried to take a different approach to that. I'm more of a spectator when it comes to most platforms. Some I'll just be, it's just kind of like artsy fartsy kind of shit, I guess. Or, it's not anything that I try to not post anything that I think I'll regret, bottom line. But so with, just the times and everything, I don't know, there was just events kind of pushed me to a point where I was like, yo, what am I going to do? And so this was one of those things that my friends and I have talked about for a long time. Like, especially those who shared an interest in podcasts. I was like, yo, you listen to Rogan? Yeah, man. Wasn't that cool when so-and-so was on? Yeah, man, that's dope. And then we would just like talk and share that, experience. But it was also like shared this kind of bond, because we also kind of embraced that, a lot of what that brand started to represent, and you kind of were like, oh, we think on the same level then, if you find that interesting and entertaining, dope. So with this, that's what I hope to gain from that above anything else, right? I think we're in a weird time where connecting with people is very easy, but it's also very hard. Especially, so, we can't all live in major cities and all be on our phones, doing social media, part of all sorts of different groups and stuff. We can't all do that. A lot of us are busy. We're tied up in other things in life, and sure, we would like that, but we're in an era of like where dating is like basically just swiping left and right on your phone. Like you don't even have to leave the house. Like we're at the era of like, you want entertainment or something, stream it. You don't even have to go to the movie theater. You don't even have to go to movie gallery or Blockbuster. I know movie galleries around here where I live. I don't know if it's, let me know if you guys have ever been to a movie gallery. All right, that'd be interesting. I don't know why. Yeah, but look, it's different. Things are different. And, I want to do something. I want to make some kind of impact. I want to talk and share knowledge. I want to learn from other people, on a different level than what you can receive in a classroom. I've been trying to go back to college here in the recent years, and man, it gets harder. Look, if you guys are younger and listening to this and look, college is great. It's good for you. I get that. It's kind of in a fucked up situation where you're pretty much, especially if you live in America, you're kind of forced to. Like today's college diploma is what is the equivalent of having a high school diploma. Right? That's what I mean. Everybody, like, that's what you need to get a certain kind of living or do a certain kind of job nowadays. But then you're putting people in these contracts where pretty much they have to, oh yeah, you're going to be making more money, but you're also going to have to pay a lot of that shit back to us. So, deal. I was like, man, that's fucked up, especially with the internet, right? Because you can take so many online classes, watch so many videos, read so many articles and shit. And there's probably even textbooks online. You can learn on your own. You can have your own study plan. And I encourage that. I think that you need to, or everybody needs to take some time to read a book, read some kind of book, whether it's an adventure, a story, a drama, whatever, or something like the informational or educational. You got to keep reading. And not off break from the fucking screens, man. Haven't you guys watched Black Mirror? Don't you eyes get tired of looking at these screens all day? I mean, I know I do. I love technology, but it's such a love and hate relationship with technology. And, I'm sure I'm not the only one, but look, there's so many ways to learn and keep learning and try new things and open your eyes and mind to new possibilities. And those things that you wish you knew how to do, you can learn how to do them now. And you don't really have to rely on too many other people because the internet is a basket full of information. A basket's probably pretty small. So, like a treasure chest of information or something like that. Okay. So anyways, yeah, so it was kind of, it's not really do or die time, but it's like, yo, I want to do something. And I encourage you, if you're listening to this, even if this is the only episode that you listen to, that you take at least this from what I'm saying is, look, you need to make choices now, in life, or eventually, and I'm not lying to you, eventually, and probably sooner than later, life is going to start making those choices for you. And then you're going to find yourself stuck in a situation where you're not working to, it's not, correct me if I'm wrong. So you're going to get yourself in a situation that you're living to work, or you're working to live, not living to work. That's what it was. Because you're just going to be working, and you have to work, and you have to put up with the bullshit. You got to do the shit that you don't like because you need money. and you need to support yourself, and you need to support your family, and you need to support anyone, friends. You don't want to go without. Nobody does. I think I've kind of got it in my mind, like what I really need in life. And I think a lot of people do. But, at the end of the day, we're all seeing these, like celebrities, athletes, and musicians, and all these people with so much money. And they're just flexing on us every day. They're just showing off their new things, their new vacations. It's crazy. So it's out there. It's possible. So look, what I'm trying to get at is, look, if there's something you've been wanting to do, look, try and do it. Get over the learning curve. Stop being lazy. Stop making it overly complicated. Just get started, and just see what could happen. Because, there's so many people that I look at in this world and I go, damn, they're winning, and to a certain extent, but they're just like shitty asshole people. And I'm like, how did that fucking happen? I know everybody probably believes that they're a genuinely good person, and I feel that way for the most part, but I'm pretty sure if you got to like dissect into my mind and watch my life, you would probably think otherwise, only because we're all human and we all make mistakes along the way. We all have thoughts and actions that we've thought of or taken action and pretty much wish that we could go back and change that, but, really can't. But, we're all striving to just live a long life, be healthy, be happy, and have a good time while doing it, right? So, if you're listening to this and you're thinking about what you're about to do today or what you did today and you ain't happy with it, and there is something that you can change, and it's not something that you created for yourself, because that's sometimes the truth. We kind of like can be self-defeating. Make sure to point the finger at yourself before you point at anybody else or anything, like your environment or your location. Like I honestly don't like where I'm at right now, location wise. I would love to move, but I'm not gonna blame that on anybody else but myself. You can't help the family you're born into or where they live. I get that. But at a certain point in your life, you can start making those choices and taking action, and you can change that. It is possible. It's not completely impossible. I mean, how many of these successful or just happy people talk about where they started from the bottom, now they're here? I mean, it's almost like the recipe. It's almost like once you get into that situation, you have two groups of people. You have people who accept that and just do that the rest of their lives. Or you got the people who go, I don't like this. This leaves a bad taste in my mouth and I want to change this. And I feel like I deserve better. And I feel like the people that I love and care about and who have supported and surrounded me my years on this earth deserve better too. And if I can do something about that, then that's what I'm going to do. I mean, so yeah, do that. Learn. That's what I'm doing here right now as I speak to you. I'm learning. I've been putting my head and my free time all in my computer, all into books, all into trying to learn what I need to do this podcast. What do I need to get this going and everything. And it's a process, man. Like I said at the beginning, if it was easy, everyone would do it. And that's something you're going to find, hard, because it's kind of lonely in that what you probably want to do, a lot of people might not have that are around you and that personally haven't done that thing. So who are you supposed to find out, advice from, we all want a mentor. We all want to, I don't think we all want the step-by-step on how to live a good life. I get that. But we all kind of want someone to point us at least in the right direction. But a lot of the times it's not going to work out that way, and you're going to have to figure it out for yourself. And once you do, it will be that much more rewarding and you'll have that satisfaction, that you did it. And you did it on your own for the most part. You took the initiative to make whatever change in your life that you decided to act on. And that's what I continue. We're gonna have a good fucking time on the show. Okay, we're gonna talk. You're gonna hear me, talk about so many different things, and you're gonna hear me and my friends talk and have some really awesome fucking conversations. And hopefully in time, I get to talk to you guys and we can talk and continue this conversation, whatever it may be. I want to geek out with you. I want to understand where you're coming from. I want to learn from you. I want you to learn from me. Look, this is the classic way of exchanging information, okay? Is when people used to just sit down and fucking talk. So if you can dig that, I think we're going to be on to something really cool, really special. I'm probably going to go on for like a couple more minutes. Just wanted to throw out some more information. Hold on. Let's see, I wrote some things down. And this is going to be really unformatted, uncut, unedited for the most part. But that's okay. But it's the first one, because I can sit down and I can research how to walk, but unless I fucking crawl, there's all that research, all that reading, all that shit. It's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna pay off in that sense. I mean, it could, don't get me wrong, but I'm kind of at that point, where, it's like, oh, tomorrow. Well, when I have this, then I'll be able to do it. Nah, fuck that. And if you're feeling the same way, I want you to readdress that. Whatever excuse, whatever perfect, when all the stars align is when I'm going to do the shit. I want you to throw that shit out the window, okay? We're going to work on that shit together, okay? And you can start today picking something that you're just like been putting off, man. Procrastination is the devil, bro. It is, it's just one of those things that will hold you back because you're constantly going to put shit off until it's overtime or it's do or die time, so don't do that shit. So bear with me. All right. Shit's going to get better, but maybe it was already perfect. Who knows? Maybe this was like the best podcast you've ever heard. I don't know. Let's find out. I want to hear it. So anyways, but yeah, so, before I close out again, I wanted to say thank you. If you, spent and wasted your last 27 minutes listening to me talk about a daydream of mine and my thoughts on some things. I appreciate it. Thank you. And hopefully you'll tune in next week to check out some more of that, But look, we'll tighten it up. I also really want to get you guys to send in some questions, email, connect with us on social media. I'm pretty sure that our Instagram account is wavepodcastz, and you should be able to search and find us on there and follow us on there. We're gonna be posting some artsy fartsy pictures, and you can kind of peek in the window of this journey and be a part of it, Let's see. So yeah, a couple other things. So it's going to be weekly. I don't know at the moment. You're at least going to get one. All right. To start off, you're going to get one a week, but really making all the moves to get my friends and everybody else who's going to be a part of this to be a part of this on a weekly basis as well. But we all live in different places. You get it, right? Everybody's busy doing their own thing. And it's not always as simple as, hey, man, let's record, But I can't wait for you guys to meet them. I can't wait for you guys to hear the conversations that we have coming up because they're fucking awesome. These are some of the coolest people I've ever met. They're some of my closest friends. I would do anything for them. They would do anything for me. They have done nothing but support me throughout every journey in my life. And they're the most unique and just funniest and interesting dudes that you could meet. All right. So I'm excited for that. And that might go by a different title, okay? That's going to be like its own show. So as long as are we on the same page? Okay, so you're listening to a wave, but it's part of Wave Podcasts, plural S. So we're going to have different kinds of shows, different themes, different subjects, all that good stuff. So you're going to, have options, choices, and you're not going to always have to hear the same shit every time, okay? So, yeah. So anyways, I don't know how you're going to be listening to this. That will be really interesting. If this is on iTunes, hey, look, that's the goal. Even if this is just straight hot garbage, there's a podcast that I recorded and edited and put on iTunes. So cool. That's awesome. So, if by chance you're listening to it on a platform that you can subscribe or download or share with your friends, please do. I'm not going to beg you, but, I encourage you. I think that would be really awesome. It would help out a lot, and it would also encourage us to keep going. And, also, gives us give us some feedback. Tell us what we're doing. Like maybe you like some of this and you're like, man, you're onto something here. Maybe you should do this. Maybe you shouldn't do this. Okay. Give me your feedback. I want to know. And the email, I'm pretty sure is wavepodcastz with a Z, not a S, a Z @gmail.com. So email us as well with your questions, your concerns, and any kind of comments, or just, hey, talk about this or whatever. There's a lot of cool stuff coming up. I've already recorded on Anchor, which you can find me on Anchor FM, Wave Podcast. I'm pretty sure that's it. If that's not, I will make sure to have that down next time. And I'm trying to post some quick shit on there. That's also another platform that I've discovered along this researching and studying journey of trying to figure out podcasts and stuff. And it's cool. It's kind of like it's probably not, some people would disagree, but it's like the Snapchat of audio. And it's like a social platform for podcasts for the most part. But yeah, it's not a sponsor or anything, but yeah, download that app, check it out, check us out. I'm going to put some music up there. I love music. All my friends love music. Hopefully you love music. And it doesn't matter what kind of music. I want to know what kind of music you're into, because you're going to hear what I like. So, or maybe we're on the same page. That's cool. So yeah, that's going to be about it, man. I'm going to, or girl, sorry. That's just how I talk. Okay. I might call you bro and you might be a female. That's sorry. If that offends you, sorry. This is how I talk. I'll say man to my mom and be like, man, I don't want to go, but hey, but I'll work on it if it really bothers y'all. But really that's it. This has been episode 1. It's a wave. Okay. We got to create some waves, in our lives and the lives of the others that we know. And we're going to have a good fucking time, and we're going to geek out and, get to know each other. But anyways, this is Friday, February 23rd, 2018. I hope that you have a good weekend. I hope you have a good day, a good night, a good morning, whatever. Just have a good something, right? And, find your own wave. And, I'll talk to you guys next week. Bearded Buddha out.